Hey friends, come along with us for part 2 of us reliving the wonderful trip we took to Egypt. Hi, this is Scott from Scott and Tracy Traveling. Welcome to our channel, where our motto is, travel now, it may be later than you think. Continuing our Egypt trip, we flew from Cairo to Aswan. Our Aswan hotel was on Elephantine Island in the middle of the Nile River. The views from our balcony were cool. That evening, we sailed on a felucca around the island. Near the end, we sailed past the old Cataract Hotel where Agatha Christie set a portion of her novel, Death on the Nile. We had a beautiful sunset while sailing on the Nile. Very early the next morning, we crossed over the Nile to meet our van for the 3.5-hour drive on a bumpy road to Abu Simbel. This is a big attraction that we had been anxiously awaiting to see. From the parking lot, we walked to the shores of Lake Nasser before continuing on to the monument. Abu Simbel was carved out of 2 hills about 3,300 years ago to commemorate Ramses II's victory at the Battle of Kadesh. It was a magnificent sight. This monument was saved by a UNESCO effort in the 1960s as it was about to be submerged under the water of Lake Nasser due to the construction of the Aswan High Dam. The monument was cut into thousands of pieces and moved to a higher location during a 4-year project. I think I remember seeing a National Geographic of that project. Our guide helped us understand a lot of the pictures and inscriptions inside of the monument. A lot of the images were amazing. At the far end of the chamber were 4 figures. The chamber was originally situated to where 3 of the 4 would be illuminated twice a year. The figure that remained in the dark on those days were connected with the realm of the dead. Next to the monument of Ramses was a monument to his queen, Nefertari. Although a little smaller, the monument was also beautifully decorated. The following day, we had a relaxing morning before an evening sail out to the Temple of Philae. From a dock near Aswan, we took a motorboat out on a lake created between the old dam and the high dam. If you are returning to our channel, thank you for your continued support. If you're new to our channel, we're glad you found us. We are a retired couple who love to travel and hope our videos will inspire others to travel the world. Any questions or comments are welcome. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up as it helps promote the video, and consider subscribing to our channel. Like Abu Simbel, the Temple of Philae was also relocated in the 1960s. However, this temple had been submerged for about 70 years after the creation of the old dam. This temple was created during the rise of Christianity and the decline of the ancient religion. Thus, our guide said it was never completely finished. He pointed out inscriptions that showed that it had later been converted into a church. He also said that the black stain was water damage caused during its submersion. We loved that the evening sun made the temple and surroundings glow. As it was now time to leave Aswan, we boarded a ship for a Nile cruise. I believe we were assigned the largest cabin on the ship because we had the longest tour itinerary of all the ship passengers. Many other cruise ships departed Aswan that day as well. That evening, we stopped at the Temple of Komombo, one of the few which visitors are allowed to visit at night. It was amazing that some of the original colors on the temple still existed. Like Philae Temple, Komombo was built during the decline of the ancient religion and was built quicker and of less quality than the old temples. We were docked when we woke the next morning and rode horse carriages to our next site, Edfu Temple. This structure is considered to be one of the best preserved ancient temples in Egypt because it was half buried in sand for 2,000 years. The temple was dedicated to Horus, the falcon-headed god. Again, our guide did an awesome job explaining the figures and inscriptions in the temple. That evening, we docked in Luxor and visited Luxor Temple as the sun started to set. We walked past the Avenue of Sphinxes, which connects this temple with the Karnak Temple a couple miles away. Like a number of temples, Ramses II added monuments to himself within the existing structure. It was another early start the next day, and we took a small boat across the Nile and a shuttle van to the hot air balloon launch site. It was a little chilly as we waited for the balloon to be prepared. This was our first ever hot air balloon ride. Our balloons basket held about 30 people, and as we lifted off, we saw more balloons being prepared. We had amazing views of the surrounding landscapes, as well as sites like the Temple of Hatshepsut and the Valley of the Kings. Our pilot even had our balloon swoop low over villages. It was an amazing experience. As the heat of the day started to build, we headed to another must-see site, the Valley of the Kings. Our entry ticket allowed us to enter 3 of the 7 or 8 tombs open to the public during our visit. The tombs which are available to the public are rotated every few months to limit wear and tear of any one tomb. In addition, 3 tombs, including Tutankhamun, require an additional fee. Our guide explained that the pharaohs started to hide their tombs in this valley about 1,000 years after the Great Pyramids, since those large monuments only advertised to grave robbers. The inscriptions and pictures were not only historic, but some were incredibly beautiful. Next, we visited the temple to Hatshepsut in a nearby valley. Hatshepsut was the only female pharaoh in Egypt's history. She ruled for over 20 years and considered by some to be the most powerful woman in history. We ended our Egyptian adventure at Karnak Temple, where the highlight is a large collection of pillars in the Great Hypostyle Hall. We truly enjoyed seeing the amazing sights and meeting the wonderful people of Egypt on this trip. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to our future adventures.